Good evening, beautiful people. You are here for Boxing Media Hub, and we're here with another live prediction sponsored by Falcon Contracting and in partnership with Jams Boxing Chat. What a beautiful human being he is. We are going for Martin Bakole versus Jared Anderson. Martin Bakole, 21 fights, 20 wins, 15 knockouts. He was last out, swallowed a Haribo, in October 2023 against Carlos Takam, which he won TKO round 4. What a performance that was. That was a cracker. Carlos Takam is no mug in the slightest. A very tough operator. To do what he did in 4 rounds was impressive. Jared Anderson was last out in April, so the fresher of the guys. He was against Riyad Merry, which was a win, unanimous decision. It was a bit of an underwhelming performance, as some people thought, but he got the job done. And Riyad Merry, no mug at all either. Let's be perfectly honest. Just because he's not as heard of over in sort of these parts, he was a tough operator. This is at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, California, on the 3rd of August on the Madrimov versus Crawford undercard. Woo.
Big boy card.
What a lovely one. Jared Anderson, 17 fights, 17 wins, 15 knockouts. Chris, we'll jump to him because we love him. Fight of the card for me, says Chris Welch. And he's jumped in with Bakole will be dangerous first half of the fight, but looking at him, he's someone who gasses out second half of fight. True 50-50, Joel. Favourite saying, here we go, he's digging at me. It goes 2 ways for me. Either Bakole gets it done inside 6 or Bakole gasses out second half of the fight, which he will, and Anderson stops him in second half or wins on points. So, Chris is going to give us his prediction after his entire spiel. He's gone for Anderson 10th round is my prediction. A noteworthy name like Bakole will get Anderson up for fight, unlike his tune-ups. Do you know what? I said this before we went live. It's one of those fights that we're excited about, but they haven't pushed it. They haven't pushed this fight at all. And for me, I loved this fight. When this was named, I thought, now this is a cracking fight. Bakole's always been after a decent name. And he's never hid away, in my opinion. He's never hid away. He's always wanted a big fight. And this is a great fight for Martin Bakole. Also, as Chris was saying, a great fight for Jared Anderson. We're going to get... Both guys have kind of hit that point in their career. Bakole, obviously, just a little bit further down the road. But they're at that point where you win this fight, and this could really elevate you into some of those bigger world fights. Yeah, it's going to get you into that world level area. Elite, I'm not quite sure yet, but world level.
A little bit below that, just one level below elite, definitely. Yeah,
they're kind of pushing through that ceiling now. So, Sam, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? What are you going with? I'll give it to you.
First, if you want me to, mate, Sam. It's
go on, mate.
For Bakole, because Jared Anderson is from Ohio. He's a very, very tough operator. He's not the most exciting to watch. I find him very, very plodding, very boring, very one-dimensional. But he's a big unit. He's got skills. He's a bit like a big Shakur Stevenson. You know he gets the job done. It's just not a fancy job, and no one enjoys watching it. It were the same against Riyad Merhi. It were the same against Jerry Forrest.
Yeah.
It was the same against Charles Martin, the former world champion who AJ knocked out in 1 round. He's just one of them fighters who's just boring to watch, and that's the problem. My friend Serhan, like I said, the one who does the boxing hour with me, he loves him because they're from the same state. They're both Ohioans. Yeah. Cincinnati.
But do you think Bakole, levels wise, is that step up for him in comparison to the other opponents?
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I like Bakole. He's a very good fighter, but he's not steps above Charles Martin, who's held a world title. He's not steps above Jerry Forrest, who's fought for multiple world titles. Even Riyad Mahrez, like you said, is a tough operator. He doesn't get the recognition over here, but believe me, he's been in some big boy fights. Martin Bakole is a massive underdog in this fight. Don't have it wrong. He's a massive underdog. But because we're Brits and we back the Brits, we're all thinking Bakole's going to smash this guy, this, that, the other. He's got a big task on his hands here. He either gets Jared out in the first 4 or 5, or Jared's going to take this on points because they're not going to give it to him in LA. There is no way, no how. He could win 9 of the 12 rounds. He ain't getting no decision. So Bakole has to knock him out, or it's going to be a Jared Anderson points bore decision again. And I'm going for the Jared Anderson boring points decision, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's the sad reality now, is that we have to think that way, that you have to, like Brad Pauls and Nathan Heaney the other day, Brad had to get a stoppage. He just had to get a stoppage. And that's why I went with the prediction I did, because I thought if he's going to win this is what he has to do. He has to do it. And I think even more so when you're in a different country, you've got to really stamp your mark. Not even knockdowns don't guarantee you a win. We saw that with Nick Paul. It just doesn't do that for you. So for me, and it's not a heart on my sleeve thing, I really rate Bakole. I really rate him.
I do too.
And
I rate him.
And I think he's been chomping at the bit for this opportunity. Billy Nelson, don't stop banging on. And I love Billy Nelson. He's stood by Bakole through everything. And there's been times where he's been battered over comments. Bakole's been told, oh, he's just drifting. He's not great. But give the guy a chance.
They say heart for it. A lot of people.
You know what? He showed his heart and his bollocks in that fight against Carlos Takam, in my opinion. I think that was a real crossroads for Martin Bakole. We've seen Carlos Takam turn up, and
it took AJ 9-10 rounds, didn't he?
Yeah, he will test you. Bakole made that look like bread and butter.
Yeah,
and it was a man. So for me, Martin Bakole takes this in the first half of the fight, and like I say, I think like you were saying, you don't want to drift into that bore fest. You don't want to get caught up in what Jared Anderson does, his game plan, because that's what he'll do. He'll numb you. He'll nullify the stuff you're doing. But I don't think Bakole's silly. I don't think he gets drawn into a boxing fight when he knows he's not at the same boxing level as Jared Anderson.
Yeah,
he will go in there. He'll go in there and he'll throw some overhands and he'll make it messy and difficult. And for me, he gets it done in the first 6. I can't pin it to a round, but he'll get it done in those first 6 rounds. I can't wait, mate. I can't wait.
Within 6, bro. I'll take within 6. I'd love that. I'd love Bakole to get him out of there within 6. I would love it. I would absolutely love that. Because Billy Nelson deserves it as much as Martin Bakole.
Yeah.
He's a great man. He follows me on X. He's always nice, unless England footballer playing, of course, and he's rude as well, but he's great. Scottish, what do you expect? You know what I mean? But
great partnership. They've always had each other's back. Yeah, they're a family. They're a family, those two. And I think that'll go fast. I think that goes fast. So let's see. Hit us up in the comments. Oh, yeah. Chris has said, imagine Zhang versus Bakole. What a cracker that'd be. Who lands first? Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. So, yeah, let us know in the comments. Give us your predictions. Call me a mug. Call me whatever. I am sitting with Martin Bakole within 6. Jam is going with Jared Anderson in a points win in what he does. And let us know. Hit the subscribe button. Ding the bell for notifications. And I'll tell you what, don't miss this one, because this will be a fight that Bakole will push him and Jared Anderson will stick to his game plan and box. I don't think it's going to be a bore fest because Bakole won't have it. So let's see what happens. Jam, thank you very much as always. Hit the subscribe button. Follow Jam on all of his social medias. He's doing some great stuff as well. And yeah, Jam, you know what to do.
Just have some of this.
Have it. God bless.
God bless y'all.